Mouth. It would seem that the president cannot keep his mouth shut. Regardless of how often people tell him to do so, he just cannot help himself. He has to say whatever comes into his mind. Consequences seem beyond him. He does not seem to have any idea that what he says can create immeasurable problems for himself and for others. He just has to say what he wants to say. Those who surround the president have the unenviable task of protecting him from himself. As mentioned elsewhere, his staff is tasked with picking up the pieces and trying to make sense of what otherwise is a totally disjointed, nonsensical situation. But his friends and colleagues also must create systems to keep the president quiet and away from the microphones. This is all but impossible as the media, even favorable media, is constantly asking him questions. The problem for those who are in his court is not that he will be asked a question, because they can arrange the questions in such a favorable way as to allow him to say things which will help, not hurt him. The problem is that he will not leave well enough alone. Once he gets going, there is no stopping him. And once he begins down a path, there is no telling where that path will lead. This means that at times access to him needs to be limited, though this is impossible given the fact that he is, after all, the president. Also making this difficult is the fact that he enjoys the limelight and cannot fathom that anything he might say might create difficulty for himself, others, or the country. In the final analysis, it means cutting him off so as to limit the damage. Even if he does not see it, others do. Those who have a vested interest in his presidency must do whatever is necessary to keep him from destroying what they, through him, have created. Unfortunately, as mentioned, that is easier said than done.